the criminal from last night.
If you could just stay there for me.
What?
I said if you could just stay there and not come any closer.
Stay where?
Just in the parking lot on that side.
Shut up. This is the cop from my bait car video I posted today from last night. He was the one that was trying to get my plate. I'm trying to look down our top. What's up? What's up, Lex, TiVo's, Angry Canadian, Keeping the Swine in Line, Captain Spock, Danny, Toker, Frank, Misty, Hillman Power. Thanks everybody for hitting that thumbs up. What's up, TiVo's? This cop was doing like 60 down this road just to show up for backup for like no reason at all. No emergency lights, no nothing. Now he's searching their car through the window, hoping to find something. That's how petty he is. Because he wants to sniff them seats. We got the K9. K9 on scene. So if they're calling the K9 and they're going to run the dog, that means that they don't smell green. Because if they smell green, they would just go ahead and pull them and search. The dogs in Florida are no longer allowed to smell for green either. But cops can still smell for green, which makes no sense at all. So we'll see if the K9 cop approaches next and asks them to get out of the car. We'll see here. Don't know. Especially with the camera on scene. We'll see what happens. Well, they're not supposed to delay the traffic stop longer than it takes time to write a ticket, and I've seen tickets written in, 2 and 3 minutes. But we all know that's how it really doesn't work on the streets and what they do. If you ask a cop, he'll say, "Oh, it takes an hour to write a ticket." Takes me right about an hour to write a ticket. Unfortunately, that case law, they didn't mention that, they didn't lock in an exact time limit. So it's kind of pointless, really. It's just something you can fight, Probably not even in your local court. It would probably have to be the next step. It's something you could probably bring up in a district court. Here we go. Here we go. Me and this K9 cop have always been pretty cool. He's always been decent. They're getting them out. They're going to run the dog. Got a sneaky one back there. Probably a sergeant. Freaking Bow, still in content again. Dude, get up off your ass and go record something. What do you guys think? Put a 1 in the chat if you think the dog will alert on my side of the car. And scratching the car in the paint or the glass is not an alert, by the way. I don't know, that might have been an alert, legit, but there shouldn't be tension on the line either. It should be slack. You shouldn't be pulling the dog like that, even though I like him, but I don't know where that cop went. Where'd he go? He seen me looking at him and then he disappeared. That kind of dog looked like it sat right here on the side of the car. Oh, there he is. There's the other backup, but they don't really need it, so. Yep, supervisor. What's up, Sarge? I'm sure he was crying about me. No, it didn't even alert. Whoa. That's crazy. I totally thought the dog sat right there. Hey, how does your dog alert?
How does he alert?
Yeah, I totally thought he sat down and alerted.
Oh, no.
You have him do something else?
I can tell the difference when he's just messing around and when he's actually an odor. That
okay.
wasn't...
I thought it was. I was like,
no.
uh-oh. Did you get anything good off my plate last night? I'm talking to that one.
I was going to say, I was off.
I know it wasn't you. You already know.
Yeah. So what?
So did you get anything good off my plate last night?
No.
Huh? Nothing?
See you later.
Later, man. Now, if you didn't see my bait car video from today, go check it out. If I got any mods in the chat, post it. But that was the cop that was, he's got a license plate light out too. But that was the cop that got out. It was actually on the other side of this building. And tried to take a picture of my license plate. I popped the trunk up and he couldn't get it. But my trunk was popped up, you know, and I have it set to like fully extend, which means it's out like this. So he was like, you know,
Imps Watchdog donated $5 through Super Chat. Underhill B. State, FL 4th Sir 2016 officer interrupted the traffic tasks to run a dog sniff, thereby prolonging the stop in violation of Rodriguez.
No shit, that's like old, dude. Everybody knows that. They didn't really prolong it, though. How long have I been live? I've only been live 17 minutes now, and it's over. Dog showed up 10 minutes ago. But I agree, you know, like I said, I've seen cops write tickets in 3 minutes, so. But most people will say 20 minutes. I just posted a super viral 5-second clip on Facebook too. It's gonna, I guarantee it'll hit 1 million views in the first 24 hours. That's how good it is. Nobody's seen it either. It was never previously aired live. See how that cop act like, I didn't get nothing off your plate or some crap, you know. Playing dumb.
Alright, well, we'll give you time to complete the D5 show us returning quarters, please. 22 with D10.
In the bait car video, even if you've seen the live last night, I added, like, you know, the rear dash cams and stuff into it. I wanted to add more, like, I have video of when he, like, pulled up behind my car, got out, and my trunk's open. I have a camera that catches that, but it was just dark. So I ended up not using that. Just because it wasn't nothing great. I felt like me being out on foot zooming in was better, so I left that part. But I'm like telling people in my live, you know, the cops behind me, we're just passing them, blah, 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 he's making a U-turn, you know. But you guys can't see all that from behind when it's live, so it kind of made it better. Now that canine cop's met my kid too, like he's the only one that has. It was, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago, but he's never messed with me, never said anything to me, always been professional, and so, you know, I don't really say nothing. I don't really say anything unless they get stupid. You know, in Florida, they can push you back 25 feet, right? That hasn't happened once since I've been back. Fort Myers knows I'm not a threat, right? But to be able to push you back 25 feet, there has to be some type of, facts of intent. They have to be able to. They have to be able to prove that you had intent to harass them, interfere, or threaten. They can't just tell everybody to get back 25 feet, and that's what most of them think. It's, I don't know, 843.31 is the statute in Florida. There's another word, I can't think of it, that's before intent. Verified? No. What the hell is it? And then harass, the way the statute explains it is like basically they got to be on their hands and knees crying and just can't do their job because, what you're doing or saying is just affecting them so bad that they can't, cope with it and do their job. Which is pretty hard to do. I mean, interfere, you got to physically, get between the cop and his subject and say, no, stop doing your job. And by them adding threaten, because you can't really threaten a cop anyways, but by them adding threaten to that, it's basically saying as long as you're 25 feet away, you can do those things, I guess. The way the statute's written, it's kind of like giving you permission to harass, threaten, or impede. As long as you're 25 feet away, it's legal. It's not an arrestable offense if you do it from 25 feet. I don't know who wrote it, but they weren't very smart. But I'd love to take an arrest for it, It's always been my dream to have case law in my name. Knowingly and intentionally impede, harass, or threaten. What the hell's that other word? Did somebody put it in the chat yet? .31 Florida statute. Specified intent. That's the word I was looking for. .31 Florida statute.
Florida Statute 843.31 is titled ****, approaching a first responder with specified intent after a warning. This statute generally makes it unlawful for a person to knowingly and willfully violate a verbal warning not to approach from a first responder who is engaged in the lawful performance of a legal duty, and approach or remain within 25 feet of that first responder with the intent to 1. Impede or interfere with the first responder's ability to perform their duty. 2. Threaten the first responder with physical harm, or 3. Harass the first responder. Violation of this statute is a misdemeanor of the second degree. For the purposes of this statute, a first responder includes law enforcement officers, correctional probation officers, firefighters, emergency medical care providers. It's important to consult the full text of the statute or a legal professional for the most accurate and current information, as well as specific definitions and interpretations.
How does that same statute in Florida stipulate the term harass?
Florida Statute 843.31, which addresses approaching a first responder after a warning, specifically defines the term harass within that section. According to Florida Statute 843.311b, the term harass means to willfully engage in a course of conduct directed at a first responder, which intentionally causes substantial emotional distress in that first responder, and
so substantial emotional distress, that's what I'm saying. You basically got to have the cop crying on his hands and knees to where he can't do his job. Yeah, that's funny. And for some reason, the statute only gives a definition for harass. It doesn't give a definition for impede. It doesn't give a definition for threaten. Only harass. Kind of odd.
Legitimate purpose. This means that to meet the statutory definition of harassment under this law, the action must 1. Be a willful act. 2. Be a course of conduct, a pattern of acts, directed at the first responder. 3. Intentionally cause substantial emotional distress in the first responder. 4. Serve no legitimate purpose.
Sounds like free speech would be a legitimate purpose. Again, if you're just tuning in, thanks everybody for hitting that thumbs up. Appreciate the likes, people. Sorry it's boring with no radio traffic, but it doesn't make much of a difference, really. I mean, they even encrypted some of the fire medical stuff too here. They left a little bit, like very small amount, just to, you know, try to like trick people and think that they didn't encrypt that too when they did. It's just how shady and corrupt they are here. Anywhere that goes encrypted is just bad. All of them. Every department involved is just corrupt. And anytime you see where like a police department says, you know, tries to get permission or whatever, or claims why they're going to go encrypted, they always say because, you know, criminals will listen to the radio to evade police. Well, in every state I know of, that's a crime. And if you do public records checks on, you know, these places, like these towns that are doing it,
respond on the Snap Street.
And ask them, you know, do a records request and ask them how many people have been arrested, charged, and convicted of using a police radio to evade police. They ain't got none. They're full of shit. They've seen too many Hollywood movies. You know what I mean? It's just stupid. How many people, has anybody in this chat ever met somebody arrested for using a police scanner to evade the police and get convicted of it? That just shows you how corrupt they are. Dude almost crashed into me. Been flying up so fast. to be something up here. I don't know. Backed off because the cops. Can't tell if it's just one cop or what. Been able to get closer, but I don't know. Oh man, that's like pretty far. I don't know if I want to be that far from my car. It's over a quarter mile, I don't know. See if I can pull in right behind him. I know there's an opening into a flea market right there. I can't tell if he's next to it, in front of it, behind it, or what. We got two cops. We got two cops. Probably gonna scare them off, but they're staring at me pretty heavy. Cop's staring real hard. More coming for backup or another stop. Another stop. They still have a, well, I don't know if they do still, but last I knew they still had a Radio Shack in Cape Coral. They're hard to find now. There's not very many left.
Lee County Port Authority. This is Fort Myers Police Department again. I live in several states. The goal is to have a house in every state. Looks like that other stop ended. It was a quickie. Quick. These cops gonna show up for backup or what? We shall see. Seems like those cops kept going, so What's up, Blue Steel? That's funny. Oh my God. I used to really like DirectD, so but that's funny. I mean, I'm part of the reason that got DirectD started, you know. I like all the, you know, newbies and up and coming, even ones that surpass me. I love it, you know. It's awesome. Again, thanks everybody for hitting that thumbs up. Appreciate the likes, people. I know I was trying to come up with something earlier tonight.
Ed Selwinden donated $10 through Super Chat. Tell the piggies to move along.
Appreciate it, but I was trying to come up with something like this. I might launch it on my channel tomorrow. I don't know if I don't know how close I can get, you know, without, but I was gonna be like, do Dare shirts and you know, have it say like Dare or Dare to keep cops off crack ID. Working on something like that, you know. I don't know if I can use the Dare though. I don't know if there's going to be any way around it without, you know, infringing. My gas level is always empty. And Claiborne, what are you talking about? Some law that allows cops to run around acting like they're above the law. That does not exist. Your damn comments made me look it up again. There's no case law, there's no nothing that says cops are above the law and gives them permission to, you know, commit crimes or infractions or anything outside of an emergency. I don't know if you're talking about when there's an emergency, because that's not a question. Everybody knows if there's an emergency, a cop can speed, but they got to have their red and blue lights on. Now, the only time they don't have to have their red and blue lights on is, you know, if it's a shooting, a stabbing, a murder, something serious, where, you know, the risk of, you know, them endangering the public outweighs, you know, the crime that's happening, basically, like a major event. But cops have to use their turn signals. They can't just go speeding when there's no emergency. Just like the last traffic stop, that's not even an emergency, nor did he have his, you know, emergency lights on, and that cop went flying up doing 60 to that traffic stop. This department, these cops have, on this street right here in this intersection, have gotten in trouble with internal affairs for speeding outside of an emergency. Or speeding, chasing a car. even without emergency lights on. And that was only like 15, 20 miles an hour over. Some cops got in trouble for it. They got rode up. I don't know if they got fired or not, but I've seen them do 90 down these streets just to go back up a cop and give a verbal warning. You know, just like that last stop. There's just no sense in him speeding to that. Like, he floored his car like it was, you know, you could tell he had it gunned. And I'm saying 60 and like a 30, but it could have been 70. But I was trying to be fair, you know. They can't lie on a sworn affidavit. They can't lie on a ticket. They can only lie if they're investigating you for something. To try to trick you into fessing up. They can't lie in court. All I do is broadcast it and post it, and that I don't even have to really do anything. People see it. Other people call and complain. They watch it. Their supervisors watch it. You know, the mayor watches it. It gets around, especially on Facebook. You post the good stuff on Facebook, they see it. That share button's way too easy, you know. YouTube is not so easy to share. Not like Facebook. TikTok has repost. YouTube has share, but I mean, unless you have a decent sized channel, you know, nobody's gonna see it. This is that same cop from the other night, the license plate light. Where the passenger wouldn't ID. He's new. He wasn't here a few months ago when I was here last. And I can't tell who that cop is either. It's too dark. I know, it's crazy. It's too windy. You guys probably can't hear him. But it's not even, you know, it's not all about, you know, just the cop being able to do that, you know. It's about them risking lives. They're risking your lives, your family's lives. They're risking lives of the public. He's sitting here in the roadway still, no emergency lights on his computer. risking people's lives. People driving by 50 miles an hour. Beef stew? What the hell? Who the hell cans beef stew? You ready for a war or what? Oh yeah, he's got one out. No, he's got it fixed. I'm pretty sure that's him. I'll have to check the car numbers, but yeah, because he was the one that stopped, I think. Hold on. Yeah, he was the one that stopped the car. So he had a plate light out. The next car had a plate light out. Or no, the next car had both lights on. And then the sergeant had a license plate light out. So he got his fixed. They watch my lives, trust me. And shit happens. Shit changes. When I start talking shit about them, you know, things change. What's up, Patricia? Nunya, Misty, AFG. Oh, the car they pulled over. That's probably why he pulled him over, man. Victimless crimes, basically victimless infractions. They're not even really crimes, but I mean, it kind of is. You're breaking the law. The law of these men. Donnie? Over there to my right in this parking lot. Trees? I don't think so, do they? I don't know. Maybe Galveston, Corpus Christi. Does Houston and Dallas don't have palm trees, do they? I don't know. I don't remember.
DL. Welcome new members.
One vehicle, 1 lane roadblock. Moderate damage will be suffered.
Okay.
Recording started.
I posted a bait carb video today. Go check it out if you haven't. If you haven't seen it, by the time you're done watching it, I'll have some more action. If I got any mods in here,
At RSW, 11,000.
DL, if you could keep posting that video throughout the night, that would be sweet. Or any other moderators.
92.
No, you have to go through YouTube. It's a YouTube thing. I have no control over it. I prefer PayPal or Cash App, but yeah, unfortunately, it's a YouTube thing. It's all YouTube. I'd rather it be that way too, but unfortunately, that is not an option. I don't know if there's anywhere for me to park. Oh, I guess right here. No, can't park there. It's closed. That's closed off. Right here. Got a secret parking spot.
Yep, it's over. What was that? I think it had like computers and shit in it. The sheriff, Lee County Sheriff. Some type of mobile command center. You can tell there's like computers and stuff in there. It's probably a mobile Stingray unit. Might be their new drone surveillance. Is he lost or what? Stop bar violation, by the way. It's got cameras all over it too. Got red glow underneath. The whole inside's got red glow inside. Driving around stealing people's data.
There is a person standing in the middle of the road at our location. Can you send FMPD this way, please?
Copy. You got a call generated.
That's one.
Been a guy standing in the road there all night. Definitely speeding too.
Eight 26, the control. 36. Do you need fire to respond? Copy.
Chances of behaving erratically. Can LCS over law enforcement respond hot, please?
Copy. Still 10-4 at this time.
10-4. This patient's just going in and out of the road. He's going to get a better car.
He's been doing it for hours. Hasn't got hit yet.
So the subject is going to be approximately 40-year-old black male wearing a white shirt and black pants. Proceed, thank you.
That's him.
Possessing one patient refusal AMA. Could we also contact power company? Lead the vehicle to stop to a transfer.
Receive 2346. Medic 803, lead control. Medic 26.
How many patient contact? PD's on scene.
Highway 2346. Medic 803, lead control.
If I can make it in time, we'll see. About filming the guy earlier, but I was like, I kind of felt bad. I'm sure I got him on my dash cameras, but
at Estero Boulevard and Crescent Street. Respond on Dispatch 3, Engine 32, and Rescue 33.
That's affirmative, I'll send it through.
Copy, Shelton now.
En route 2349, medic 20, LE control.
Everybody 20.
920, you can cancel 35, it's gonna handle.
Copy that, thank you, medic 35.
Medical at 2412 Flora Avenue. Respond on Dispatch 3, medic 35.
Seems to be left with no system.
past the cop. But that guy he was right here on this corner all night. And he was just like walking in circles out into the roadway, back on the sidewalk, back out in the roadway like 10 feet, back onto the sidewalk. You could tell he was fucking tripping balls. They might have stuffed him in the box real quick.
Copy, we're behind you guys.
Or he went somewhere else, I don't know. He was just there a little bit ago.
Max 23, put the out team, please. Go down team Max 23, 2353.
Medic 4, trauma, at Vincennes Boulevard and Southeast 45th Street. Respond on dispatch 2, Medic 4.
On a plate reader. It got my plate. Some places have been fighting back against those and getting them yanked. It's pretty cool. I think it needs to happen everywhere.
Medic 41, stand by, at GS8 Pine Island. Respond on dispatch 1, Medic 41.
Assignment complete, no care required.
Assignment complete, no care required, Medic 35, 2357.
Please show engine 152 en route. Tag 1. Highway 2259.
It's midnight. That means it's, at least for Fort Myers, it's break time for at least 4 of the cops. Maybe 6 even. The other night, well, there were several of them at Wawa earlier, but
Captain 150, second tones for a response. At Captain 150.
Last night I sat there and watched like 6 cops hang out there. It was all the cops I was recording all night too. But I watched like at least 6 cops sit there and hang out at Wawa right after they logged on, like at 6 o'clock. They all just hung out there for an hour and a half just bullshitting on the clock. It's like they clocked in and they all went and met at Wawa and hung out for an hour and a half. I'm like, Jesus, fuck. I got it all recorded, but you know, it's kind of boring. So probably not something I'd ever post, but definitely evidence I'd collect.
Control engine 152 NG.
What's up, mate? What's up, Sally? Pro Se, AFG.
Cap 150 copies, continuing in. Engine 154, you can return to quarters. Engine 153, stand by at station 1.
Has anybody seen Rick the Dick come back in? I gave him his wrench, I don't know.
Transport number 1.
Be advised, homeowner has their own hose line used to extinguish the fire. We're going to look for any extension or any heat at this time, but fire seems to be out.
They put the fire out. I haven't had a good...
Yes, sir, just in case.
I haven't been to a good house fire lately, or car fire. There was one last night, right at that last traffic stop. Not the last one, but the one before that we were just hanging out at for a bit. There was a traffic stop right out there last night. Or not a traffic stop, but a car accident, and the car caught on fire. I was going to go live. There was like 30 cops there. City and county and fire and EMS. Seen the guy on the stretcher go in the ambulance, but I don't know, it seemed like he didn't want to go. You can be a smart ass back. I don't care. You're good, Claiborne. You can say whatever the hell you want. You've been around long enough. Dang, I need to go the other way. We got a traffic stop to my right. It looks like state police to me. I can't tell, but it looks like Statey. Looks like the Stateys nabbed somebody. What?
Medic 17.
Come on, people, get the hell out of the way. Move!
Locations. 103, you just take that truck, that white car in front of you. Got me.
It's a Statey. It's a Statey. They don't usually typically have backup. They're like one-man thing. They'll do the whole DUI, everything. Search the car. Looks like he's searching and he's by himself. I don't know, I can't tell.
Sounds good, 777.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's the guy. Can't tell what he's doing. What's up, Misty? Crashes. Yeah, the Stateys is like mainly blue. They have a little red, but not much, and you can't really see the red.
unless you really like just look at their tail lights or something, or a little bit, but it's mainly blue, so you can, it's hard to even tell on camera. Yeah, they have the yellow too. I don't know what's going on. It kind of looked like somebody was still in the truck too. The driver was still in there. But I don't know why the passenger is out. If that's the passenger. Unless they took the driver. There's a decent gap here, like there might have been another car here. But the Stadies usually will leave room too, especially if they do FSTs. So I don't know, I can't tell. He's talking Spanish to somebody. Cuban. I don't know. Let's see what else they can find. He just got back in the truck. In the passenger seat. I don't see the driver. Unless the driver's in the back of this car, but it sounded like I just heard another Stady punching it down over there. Their cars are pretty unique, and like I know when I hear one. And they always punch it down. I don't think anything's really gonna happen here, so I think we already missed it.
At large, I'm not sure if CCPD is on the scene. I'll ask you.
Yeah, when they punch those cars down, they don't sound like normal Chargers. They're different.
Engine 153 lead control.
Units are 50 on scene, 1 refusal, 1 patient transport.
1 refusal, 1 transport unit busy at the Block 13.
There's a cop hiding at the dealership. What the hell? I bumped the button or something. Made it all dark and zoomed. What's up, country guy? Supposed to be something up here on the left. I don't know. We'll see if it's still going on or not.
You stay. Rescue one's gonna remain on scene for just a little bit longer. Talked to CCPD and they said that they have a dog, I believe, that's looking for this guy, so.
Dog looking for this guy. We got a dog looking for a guy. Well, this guy just is walking away into the gas station. I don't know if he's just strolling around or if he's relevant to this stop here. Or if they just took his car from him. Old white guy. Why is he recording? Oh my gosh.
No, thank you so much for your time. Stay safe and thank you for
What's up, Smith? You're not sergeant yet?
Me? My small enough.
What? Where you been? I've been looking for you everywhere.
Hey, you found the stop on Edison.
No, I know those two cops real well. I've recorded them both 1,000 times. I can't remember the name of the other cop. Mahoney or something. I always just think of Mahoney from Police Academy, but damn it, I can't remember. I've got it. I got the whole Rasta and all their badge numbers too. Did a video on that cop, not the blacksmith one, but the other one, the white one. He had got some guy that has a YouTube channel trespassed from this Wawa, the same Wawa I go to and I talk about, because he was filming him and another cop. The Wawa and asking him questions, so they went and got him trespassed. And the guy's kind of not all there. I thought that was pretty crappy, but you're gonna get somebody trespassed from a gas station because he's recording you and asking questions that you don't like. On top of being special. It went viral. Oh, and the cop at that same Wawa the other night that smashed his sandwich in his computer, that ended up going pretty viral on Facebook too. Facebook and TikTok.
Gathering information, getting another floater back up.
Within like 24 hours, both had like a couple 100,000 views. It was kind of slow in the beginning of Facebook, but it took off. Today, it just blew up. Stadey's still sitting there with the truck. It's off to my left. It's actually right where I was last night when they were trying to get my plate off my trunk. Where that Stady is where that motorcycle was pulled over last night. Same exact spot. They're still sitting there with that truck. I don't know. It's kind of strange. I think it was a DUI stop and the driver either got taken already and cops waiting for a tow truck and for that guy to get a ride. It's my best guess. That's what it looks like to me.
Medic 6 and Rescue 21. Delta, Medical, at 28151, Pine Haven Way. Respond on Dispatch 3. Medic 6. and Rescue 21.
I need to look and see what happened to that. I don't know what he was. Was he a sergeant? Or a captain? With Fort Myers? He got busted, I don't know, 6 months ago? A year ago? I don't know, maybe 6-8 months ago seems more right. I don't remember where he was. He was at a store somewhere, or a public restroom. And I don't know, it was like there was somebody else in the bathroom and he pulls his wang out and starts, I don't know, playing with it or jacking it at some guy in the bathroom. I think his wife works at the PD too, or ex-wife works at the PD. I can't remember. It's been a while. That's gotta be kind of awkward. And
do you have insurance available?
I don't know. I need to look up that case. Look up that case. And I ain't got no good sleep in a week. Actually, probably like 2 weeks. Three weeks. I don't know. I don't know when I left Indiana even. Red box. You've slept great for the past 14 years. So how long you been single? I already know where Johnny's going. I've seen some large woman on a post today, and it made me think of Johnny because the sign, she was holding a sign or some crap, and it said, "No, you go make me a sandwich." Yeah, straight. It totally made me think of Johnny. I'm like, that's Johnny's kind of girl.
Information.
17.
Everybody's getting their drink on.
Giovanni is a great friend.
No, it doesn't fucking matter to you guys. Nothing matters to you guys. I fucking work with the guy. This guy is my boss. I left my fucking boss at the bar right now. He doesn't fucking disrespect my own. And I made a tough decision. And I thought it was the right decision.
It is right
That's
decision.
why it was.
It is, and you're right for that. And I wish you would.
I know it's your. I know it's your fucking.
I was going to show you that situation, but I'm sure you can hear it, but what the hell? Freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. Holy jamoli. Holy jamoli! If you guys could only see my view.
Michael, I'm checking your data status.
Screw it, chat. I'll be back. Stay tuned.